I can't believe this became about me.
If you have gray hair, if you're 50, if you're 55, you're old. I don't buy into that.
Sometimes you have to be able to remove yourself to really find who you should be and who you are created to become.
Frankly, I was frustrated with this idea that you age out of being beautiful. And I don't believe in that. I believe in living your life on your own terms. We decided to cast in this way with what we call our mature beauties as well as our young baddies. Welcome to the Lip Bar's Long Table Talk. Today, we'll be talking to some of our campaign beauties on all things beauty, aging, and wellness. Thank you, ladies, for being with us today. It would be such a huge mistake to not hear about how you guys are living your lives for the long haul. How do you guys feel about being women who are aging and really aging gracefully on your own terms? And why do you think that's important?
I think it's so important to embrace who you are at whatever age. You hear that if you have gray hair, if you're 50, if you're 55, you're old.
Yes.
I don't buy into that. I'll be 70 in October. Right. You know, I still think that women at 70, 65, 85, you can still be sexy. Own it.
Yeah.
Embrace it.
Yeah. Do you guys feel the same way? Like, do you feel any fears around aging?
I would definitely say, like, getting first from, like, my teenage years to, like, my first 20 years, 20s of my life, like, I was very skeptical about it. I was scared. Social media was becoming big and everything was out there, like the makeup, the beauty, like the hair product. So it was like, how can you keep up with the trends? How can you keep up with looking good, feeling yourself on top of, like, meeting society's standards? For me to overcome and heal that perspective was a beautiful journey, and I wish that upon all women.
You're absolutely right in saying the word society standards, because part of the reason why I do the work at the Lip Bar is because they're not even your own standards.
Exactly.
It's what somebody else is telling you should be doing, or how you should look, or how you should feel. Yeah. So how do you remain confident and true to who you are?
I have just allowed people to take over my 20s. And when I turned 30, I said, oh, hell no. I'm taking my time back, and I'm taking that back for myself. I just had to come to the realization that my life is my own. And I have so much more to live for than just what society tells me I need to do. Yeah. So I have so many things inside of me, so much creativity, so much knowledge, and I need to act on the things that I want to do and live freely.
And sometimes people will even make you feel bad for centering yourself, or even deciding to choose yourself, whether that is like your beauty routine or your sleep routine or your career. They make it seem as though everything that a woman does should be for the male gaze. It's like, if you dress sexy, like you're doing that to attract a man. And it's like, maybe I just want to dress sexy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I feel like, Jewel, you have always expressed yourself through fashion. Have you ever encountered an instance where people felt like you were doing too much?
Oh, always.
And how do you combat that? And why do you do too much?
Well, I just personally feel like it's like, you're just not doing enough.
That's right.
You know, but I definitely think it's a conversation of, or an effect of patriarchy, and that, like, women are taught to shrink ourselves, not take up too much space, not even acknowledge your own beauty. Someone has to tell you that you're beautiful. And if you do express yourself, then it's always well, she thinks she's all that. I do. You should too. You know, like, beauty, all components of beauty, whether it's fashion, whether it's makeup, it's a way that you express yourself. It's how you show up in the world. I don't think that should intimidate anyone. It should inspire someone.
So obviously makeup and fashion are ways that people express themselves, but do you guys do anything outside of that to really show up as your most authentic selves?
I like to create content. I really do. It's so much fun.
You're so good at it.
Oh, thank you, girl. I really enjoy it. For the longest time, I felt like I did not have a creative bone in my body. But I was just surrounded by things and people that did not bring the creativity out of me. Sometimes you have to be able to remove yourself to really find who you should be and who you are created to become. And so I felt like the creativity part that I was looking for in my 20s, I didn't find until I was like 33.
Yeah.
Because I just suppressed it for a long time.
That just made me think of you, because you are a writer, author extraordinaire.
Wow.
Like, how did you tap into your creativity and your most authentic self?
Well, you know, when I finished my PhD in 2009, I felt this pressure, even though I teach at a community college. I don't have the same pressure for tenure as publishing and research, but I wanted to. So I wrote one book, and then a couple of years later, I felt inspired to write another book. My books have been serious nonfiction books related to the victimization of Black women. Yeah. So I decided to get back to what I love most, and that is writing fiction. I wrote it when I was young. So right now I'm working on a historical piece of fiction, and I just can't wait to share it with the rest of the world. It seems like a cliche when they say aging is a state of mind, but it truly, truly is. You are only as old as you feel. From the time Jewel was a child and she had birthday parties and she would be in the balls and climbing, you know, I would be there with her. The adults would be at the table talking, eating cake, pizza, but I would be in the ball pen. I would be on the playscape. I always played with my daughter, and I play with my little niece now too. And I think that when you're young on the inside, it just exudes on the outside.
Yes.
So you're only as old as you feel.
Yes. But also, beyond that, there is nothing wrong with the calendar changing and you becoming a year older.
Exactly.
Like, I turned 40 in April, and I've had all of these feelings about it. Like, oh my God, like, I'm not married yet. Oh my God, I don't have kids. Oh my God, like, am I doing the things that I'm supposed to do? And it has been such a struggle. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional.
Right.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You're not alone. You really are
You're not
It's
alone.
Right there.
And 40 is the most liberating birthday of your life.
Absolutely.
You get to live the life you choose, and a life isn't necessarily fulfilling because you have children and you have a husband. A life is fulfilling when it's the life you want to live.
Right. Yes.
And look at what you've accomplished at 40.
Right.
That's
My
a real
God.
story.
That is something to be proud
That's a love
of.
letter to yourself.
It
Like,
is.
Absolutely.
yourself, like
That's
what
really
you've
something.
accomplished.
And you look 25, so you can lie about your age about 15 more years.
Who set those standards? Who
Yeah.
said
Right.
that at
This
40
clock.
that you have to be married or you have to do this or you have to do that? That's society telling us that. And that's why women, we end up just being in a box and feel like we're all like robots, like we have to follow a certain pattern.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Yes, honestly, life is not a race, right?
Yeah,
It is
earlier
not.
you said that
Yeah.
that's a big mistake that women make, getting married too early.
There are people who get married really early, and before you know it, the marriage is done.
Yes.
And then there are people who come in a little later, and they keep going. So there's like really, there is no set age for
There's
all
not
of
a
this.
map to this.
Your timing, God's timing is the best.
Your time
Will come.
is now, and it's coming. I mean, you've accomplished so much. You're beautiful. It's going to be. You're amazing.
I can't believe this became about me.
No, but that's
This
about all of
inspires
us.
so many other ones. There's others
Yeah.
about who are there with
All of
us.
us.
It's a
Yes.
very real
Yes.
story.
It's not
Yes.
just a
You're
very
helping
real story.
somebody right now.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Telling that story.
Well, I really appreciate you all for being with us today, pouring into me, sharing advice to me, pouring into each other. Really,
Yeah,
today has been so magical,
Healing.
absolutely beautiful. So if anyone has anything else they want to share with the audience in terms of how you are living your life for the long haul, I would love to hear it.
I'd say like
Okay.
I not want to buy more crap in life, try to like buy less and try to gain more experiences. So buy more experiences, right? Try to do more things in life that I on my deathbed can look back and know that I've done these things or like
Right.
impacted someone's life or like what have I done for people to remember me by.
I've really learned, especially in the last 5 years, that I have made a conscious decision to live out loud.
Yes.
And I also understand now that age and beauty does not have an expiration date.
You know?
And I think the older we get, we always say these words that just aggravate me to no end. I used to do this. I used to wear makeup. I used to wear lipstick. I hear people say that, well, why aren't you doing that?
Yeah.
Just because you're 70, 40, 50, or 90 doesn't mean that you can't reinvent yourself or create new opportunities and experiences for yourself. And that's the way I want to live, and I hope to share that with other women, that younger women are like me.
I love that. To add on to that, that's what my main thing was. Would it be to say that checking in, having the constant check-ins with yourself, with your inner artist or your inner child, whatever you want to call it, and finding ways to like fulfill it, and like keeping that in mind while you're in the process, being present. And it's like an intentional choice you have to make to keep going in order to like nurture that part of yourself. And how is that gonna help you with your higher self and your future self? So it's definitely like a good anchor point, that's what I would call it, to checking in.
I would have to say, don't let anybody box you in.
Yeah.
Don't ever let anybody tell you what you can't do.
Yep.
Because the minute that you accept that, you are going to allow them to write the rest of your life.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
And
That's
your life
profound.
is yours, and you have to do what you want to do and what you feel makes you feel fulfilled.
Absolutely.
Life is too short. I feel like aging is such a blessing, and the more and more wisdom that I hear from today, I'm like, I'm taking notes.
Yes.
This is like, very
Yes.
I know for my 85-year-old self, I want to be able to look back and say, I traveled. I've always been afraid of flying. I will fly. They're short flights. But this summer, I'm taking a Mediterranean cruise, so I'm flying to Barcelona. And once I do that, then I think I'll see the rest of the world. And the world is such a big and beautiful place.
Yes.
And I don't want to just read about it in books or see it on film. I want to see it for myself.
Yeah. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you all so much, and thank you all for tuning in to the Lit Bar's Long Table Talk.
Bye.